It's your favorite mental health therapist, spiritual life coach, Reiki practitioner, Akashic record reader, etc., etc. And we are talking about spiritual psychic gifts that are seen as psychosis in the mental health field. Part 3. So make sure you check out the first 2 parts, okay? You may have to scroll. So today we're talking about clairvoyance, which is about clear smelling, and we're talking about clairgustance, which is about tasting. There is one thing I want to say before we start talking about that, and it's about clairaudience. So for those of you that have seen part 1, we talked about clairvoyance and clairaudience, right? Well, another part about clairaudience is that your spiritual team, they will talk through you as a vessel. So, like, yes, some people may hear whispers, some people may hear, full blown, voice, like you hear me talking. Well, sometimes they will say words through you like a medium. So no, you're not crazy. You're just psychic or prophetic, whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? And again, these are for people who are spiritual, not those based in religions, okay? This is based upon belief. So if you're an atheist, if you're agnostic, if you're religious, this is not for you. But if you would like to learn, you can feel free to stay. All right, so clairaudience, clear smelling. So let's say, and of course, rule out all medical conditions. So let's say, you didn't spray a scent. You know that you're not wearing any scented lotions. You know that you are not around any food that may have a smell that smells good. Well, let's say all of a sudden you start smelling like, man, this used to be the scent that my grandmother used to wear. That is them, letting you know that they are around. Angels have a scent too. It's kind of like indescribable. It smells so good. Now, there is a thing called trickster spirits, and we will talk about those in another video. However, yes, there is a smell, and then some people may say they smell rotten flesh, or some sort of, horrible smell that it can indicate that you have a demonic presence around, okay? Or some form of evil entity of some sort, evil spirit, okay? Energy that isn't good. Supernaturally. Now, when it comes to, clairgustance here, that is about tasting. Now, again, rule out all medical conditions because we're talking about the supernatural. Okay, now let's say you haven't eaten anything. No candy, no gum, no food. No, you brushed your teeth a long time ago to the point where, it's not even on your taste buds anymore. You didn't drink anything that had a taste. You see how you have to rule things out here? And let's say all of a sudden you start tasting a certain food, like let's say, your passed on loved one, you used to eat a certain meal of theirs, and all of a sudden you start tasting it. Like, this reminds me of such and such who passed away. Man, we used to eat this all the time. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, that's them letting you know that they are around, okay? Now, another thing. So one day I had a taste for Sprite and orange juice at the same time. I was trying not to be greedy because, oh my gosh, guys, I am a foodie. And so then all of a sudden, I started getting a taste for orange pop. And that was my spirit team's way of saying, why don't you just get this then? Since, because they know me. I would get both. Okay, I was trying not to be greedy. And so, that is a way too. And sometimes you may start tasting something that may taste bad, taste rotten. That's letting you know that there is an evil presence around as well. Now, again, you do have to be mindful of trickster spirits, okay? And I'll talk about trickster spirits in a different video. So the important thing to remember here is that we are talking about the supernatural. We are not talking about evidence-based practices, which is scientific, things that can be proven. So if you are a person who only believes in things that can be proven, you know, in the scene, in the 3D, right, scientific, this information is just, it's not for you, okay, based on beliefs. But for those that know and you tapped in and you know you're spiritual, or you know that this kind of ran in your family and you're kind of looking for some guidance, hey. And if you want any coaching, if you want a personal reading, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Don Juan Spiritual Guidance, okay? You can also feel free to subscribe to our other YouTube channel, our Capricorn/Chosen One channel, Billy Goat's Prophetic Vessel. Those are timeless readings, okay? Every reading over there is timeless, all right? You can also visit DonJuanSpiritualGuidance.com. That is our website to book your personal reading, and or you can feel free to reach out at DonJuanSpiritualGuidance@gmail.com if you would like to book a coaching session or a mentoring session, okay? So, you know, that's what we got for you. If you have any questions or concerns, you know, put your questions in the comments, okay? Or if you want any additional information on something, put it in the comments and I can make a video on it, okay? Peace out, deuces.